Crowd in at Jubilee. Harrigan blows time on. St George, they kick off. The Bulldogs' first use of the football, and it goes over the sideline to force the mandatory 10-metre scrum. 40 metres out from the St George line.
You'd only be saying that from this distance too.
Absolutely. Lamb on now for Williams to join the back line and then try and duck under them.
Well, they've got a good back line set here with Simon Gillies outside Dimmick. Slow play, the ball has stopped things. Inside pass there. Good defence again in the middle of the ruck from the St George side on the last.
Dimmick is left and Lamb is right, and it's with the latter. He puts it high and across. He's looking for Halligan. The St George players didn't seem to be talking all that much, but Quinn has forced the 20-metre line drive, the touch, the tap from the 20-metre line taken by Coyne. 10-metre gain, the crowd groans. They weren't happy that the Bulldogs were not back the 10. Brown. Stevens. Attracting a lot of attention, Jason Stevens. 4 Bulldog defenders drawn in then. This is Bradley. Right on the halfway line. This is Bartram. From Gold Coast Seagulls this season to St George. Now they've used their 5 tackles. And Smith puts it in the air. Looking at that kick, the breeze is coming into their face. Battered down by one Dragon. Scooped up beautifully by Quinn. Brown gets it back inside. Here's a sensational try. Oh, that's great stuff, Bell. Mark Bell scored. But oh, what hands by Chris Quinn, the fullback.
Very good kick, put pressure on the Bulldogs. Ball was battered back. Trey pointed out, tremendous work from the fullback. Mark Bell, who's come in from this wing, which is a pretty good effort. See, they fly high. Mark Coyne actually knocks the ball back through Maybon's hands. One-handed pickup from Quinn. Position Brown. Didn't have the speed, Brown, but he had the presence of mind to know the winger was on the inside.
Well, you won't see too many more opportunist efforts in the game than that displayed by Quinn, the fullback. Brown was alert. Bell was alert. And 4 points the Dragons. Who was the goal kicker with the best percentage in Sydney Rugby League? This man. 7 out of 7, Wayne Bartram. He keeps it intact. 6-0, the Dragons over the Bulldogs. Britt reaches the 40-metre line. Side trailing 6-0 as Lamb. Away from pay for Timu. Timu looks inside, gets rid of Mark Coyne, provides Halligan, then Ralph. Ralph pulled down by Mark Bell. 22 metres out, 5 tackles gone. Lamb on for Halligan. Timu, the ball in front of him. Dimmick is with it. Timu comes back on the inside, steps out of one. Oh, that is beautiful stuff. That is a magic try. Scored by the Sydney Bulldogs and by John Timu.
Well, he looks better every week, doesn't he, John Timu? Made a good bust on the left-hand side, shrugged off Mark Coyne, who is a very strong defender. Deed Pay found his centre, bang. Got rid of Coyne, found Halligan. It was the last tackle following Robert Ralph's tackle. The Bulldogs prepared to throw the football. St George's defence in total disarray. Jim Dimmick picked up the bouncing ball. The dummy here taken by Chris Quinn. He got nobody. Timu next to the posts.
So the try from the head on, actually that ball that went to ground and bounced probably didn't help St George in the end result, though it seemed like it was favouring them at the time.
Great effort from Timu to be over that side of the field after making the bust on the left-hand side.
Darryl Halligan approaching 1,000 points for the year in 1995, and he converts. So 6-all between the neighbours, St George and the Bulldogs. Goulet is wide on the left. It could be to him that they will eventually go on this set. A flick ball from Stevens, then a chance for Bell. His second try. Can he get it down? In the final analysis, he did. They held him up and then rolled him over, and He has been able to put it down in the final wash-up. St George lead by 4.
And Jason Stevens receiving plenty of congratulations for his part in this try. Have a look at the beautiful little flick pass he throws here. Committed Timu. Nice work from Anthony Mundine. Looked as though Bell wasn't going to be able to get the ball down. Dean Pay actually rolled him over, so it was a pretty good effort from the winger once again. It's his second for the match, but some good lead-up work on the inside. Mark Coyne realised there was a chance on the short side. Beautiful pass here from Stevens. Good ball from Mundine. And then Bell had a bit to do. Momentum takes him over. The ball is grounded.
Tocco just jogging around behind Wayne Bartram as he prepares for conversion. They formerly played together at the Coast. Bartram now, can he keep it intact? This time he's made a mistake. It had been 8 out of 8. 10 points to 6 in reality. St George over the Bulldogs. And again Smith a dummy half, unloading for Stevens and Barnhill to combine. Barnhill with the arms free. That's tackle 5, just outside the 20-metre line. To the air, will they go? They do. Again off the kick of Smith. It had to be hurried though. Williams goes up, comes down with it. No, he left it behind him. And Harrigan restarts the tackle count for the Saints. They go on the short side. Tallis with a block-busting run ending a metre from the corner post. Bell, dummy half. Smith, Bartram it was. Now Smith out for Brown, but he ran the decoy. It's gone back for Smith on the runaround. Gets it away for Nathan Brown. Swamped from behind by McCracken.
Still numbers to the left if they can get a quick play of the ball.
Quinn throws the pass. Oh, a shocker. And Tocco comes away with the ball for the Bulldogs.
Well, it's a penalty awarded to St George. He played the advantage, but he's got the Bulldogs' defence for being offside, getting up too quickly, and Mark Coyne takes the quick tap.
They go out to the blind side, but the ball landed in no man's land. Mundine will play it. 15 away from the Bulldogs line. Walford pulled down. Second tackle. 4 remaining. Brown away. Maybon to the centre. 27 is Tallis. They go in and try and take him. Look at the strength of the man. Shrugging them off. Goes for the line. Pull down 3 out. They come to the short side again. Brown, no, he decides to go back to the open. Stevens, it's a try, is it? Consultation with the man in goal. Lost as he went to ground it. No try.
Oh, great work from St George. Missing the try in the end as Jason Williams takes a quick tap. But here you see it was a beautiful ball from Brown, and the ball was lost. So a good decision. In goal judge helping out Bill Harrigan on that occasion. And not far out from half-time. George should go in with a good lead. I'm a little bit surprised. I know it's easy to say in retrospect they should have kicked for goal at the far end, especially when they went so close to scoring the try. If Bartram could have been successful, 6 points, convert a try in front. A little bit harder for the opposition there. Good hands there from Mundine.
Wrestled down, however, by McCracken. Saints getting it back towards the halfway line as Bartram supplies for Tallis. Tallis on for Coyne. Coyne's pass to Bell. Looked as though it might have been forward. And Bell plays the ball close to halfway on the 5th tackle.
Like that on the 4th.
I think you might be right. So the turnover.
See Nathan Brown out there with blood coming from the nose. Crowd appealed earlier for a penalty when he got shrugged off. I think was it Mitch Newton who got rid of him, and there was a hint of an elbow involved.
So Bill Harrigan has now realised that Nathan Brown is in need of the blood bin. This was the incident. Well, there's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about the fact there's an arm involved, but in fairness to Mitch Newton, Nathan has leapt high to take the much bigger man high and lock up the ball. It's almost like throwing the dartboard at the dart. This is Tocco. Pay.
Damien McGarrian, 28 out there for St George, former Balmain players. The Bulldogs used the short side with no success.
While you're working out who's on for St George, would you work out who 21 is for the Bulldogs? It's back and across now. for Williams to try and stand up. Mark Coyne infield for Halligan. He's tackled 10 metres out. Darian Doherty is on for the Bulldogs. He's in this big line. They've got out to the right. Tocco did well. Gillies tries to get it over the line. There it is, 3 metres in front of him. Here goes Terry Lamb out wide. It's with Dean Pay. Goulet makes the tackle, gets the pass in. But St George, they've come away with it. Mundine steps away outside the 20-metre line, provides the pass, and McGarry is tackled.
And a penalty to St George here. The Bulldogs players holding down in the tackle. Missed mistakes at both ends of the field. And that time Scott Goulet came up with a great tackle on the inside. Eventually Ben Gillies dropped the ball. That's Pay back inside to Gillies. Good pressure there from Tony Smith as well.
So Wayne Bartram takes the line finder. Close to half-time. Tap being taken by Rod Maybon on halfway. That is McGarry. Was with Balmain, was with Western Suburbs. Now again, just that little hint of not knowing the player alongside you, exhibited by St George, although they've done pretty well. Here it is again, what I'm talking about. Exactly what I'm talking about, and you can see that Nathan Brown has been off the field while all this has been happening. The dummy half, he's such an important part. He's back there now. Smith. And now, was that Coyne? It was Quinn, the fullback. Last tackle, Brown kicks off the left foot. Coyne probably will get this. He bats it down for Bell, but it's forward.
That was nearly genius stuff there from Mark Coyne. He knew that if he caught the football on the full, the defence would claim him straight away, so he tried to put it through to his winger and just went forward. It could have been number 3 for Bell.
Timu scored an amazing try for Sydney Bulldogs during the first half and showed great strength in beating Mark Coyne. Here's McCracken showing strength just outside the 40-metre line. A big pass across for Lamb. Now for Pay. Ralph turns it back. Lamb supports. That's not forward. It's with Dimmick. And it's not Dimmick, but Williams, and he knocks on.
And that just about sums up the Bulldogs' first half here. They had another chance. Good ball from Ralph. Pass missed there. He had plenty of time too, Jason Williams.
Scrum worked by Maybon, and the Dragons with this final attacking opportunity with the siren sounding for the end of the half, and Halligan will go back, be met by his opposite number and put away. So at half-time, it's been a most entertaining half. Certainly not one out of the manual, but St George leading the Sydney Bulldogs 10-6, 2 tries to 1.
The man can knock out any human being at 205 pounds. He has his eyes set on the light heavyweight title.
But a lot of people believe Magomed and Goliath is a champion.
That is an amazing fight.
What a co-main event. Paddy Pimblett's star continues to shine bright. People want to see this. I cannot wait. Are you not entertained?
Because they count on you, count on it. Australia's only 10-year warranty with 10 years cap price servicing. Mitsubishi 1010. You can count on it.
Nespresso Virtuo. No barista required. Make your coffee with a double shot. From strong lattes to full-body cappuccinos. And the most exceptional roast and ground coffee. Nespresso.
If you want to bowl faster tomorrow, you need sports nutrition you can trust today. INT Sports Nutrition is banned substance tested and Informed Sports certified. INT Sports Nutrition, powering tomorrow, today.
Ready for serious value this Black Friday? Switch to Australia's most trusted telco, Aussie Broadband, and save $120 on high-speed NBN plans. Plus, you can get your first month free on 4G mobile plans. Hurry, offer ends December 12.
When the mood is, let's do this thing, you need a coffee that's made for it. McCafe Iced Coffee. Creamy milk over ice.
Nice.
With a chilled kick of rich espresso, it's barista-made, ice cold. Now that's coffee fit for an Aussie.
Right now, when you switch your home loan to ANZ, you can get $4,000 cash back.
Awesome. But what are you doing here?
Making an ANZ home loan ad.
Cool. That explains the film crew.
You can get cash back when you switch your home loan to ANZ. Knock, knock.
Whether your Christmas is small or big, Coles is making...
There she is. All right, come on, Marty, let's go.
Oh, man, Rick. What is this place? Fox 8 is getting bigger.
Acknowledge me.
Bolder. Better.
Paint the best picture of a horse whilst riding a horse.
From January 1.
Tell us everything. I know that new situations can be intimidating. You're looking around and it's all scary and different. Now, if you just stick with me, Morty, we're going to be... Morty, run! We got to get out of here, Morty!
Welcome back. Second half of the most entertaining game between St George and the Sydney Bulldogs. 10 points to 6 in favour of the home side. We're coming to you from Jubilee Oval today. 19 missed tackles St George, 16 Sydney Bulldogs, 35 in total, handling errors totalling 18. On the halfway line now, Brown on for Goulet, and then this is Bradley out the back. Good hands by Smith. It's put him into a gap. Doherty chases and makes the tackle, but St George are on the attack. Inside the 20, Brown. Bradley. Tallis. Don't know that forwards were required there. Bartram. Bartram within a metre of the line. Turnover, end of the tackle count.
Things just broke down a little bit there for St George after some tremendous work from Tony Smith on the far side. Really needed to keep the ball alive. Let's have a look at this for hands. Incredible catch from Smith. And into the clear, Doherty coming up with a good tackle.
From Dimmick across, Lamb on, Ralph. Pulled down on the halfway line by Damien McGarry. Lamb again using the right of the ground. Tocco.
This is a very ordinary passage of play here from St George the last couple of minutes. Turning the football over this end of the field too much, and they might...
Pay away for Timo Peter, he's into space. Timo steps inside the 10 from McCracken away. The try scored by Daryl Halligan. Beautiful stuff. And Timo again to the fore. One pass there from McCracken was a gem, but John Timo, take a bow.
The support play hasn't been particularly good this afternoon, the Bulldogs. On this occasion, they got it exactly right. Dean Pay attracting two defenders. Mark Coyne came in when he should have stayed out. Timo beat Quinn. Bradley did a good job to be there, but couldn't stop the ball from being passed. And McCracken got a great pass away under pressure to put Halligan across in the corner. No one to blame but themselves, St George, handing the football over to the opposition on a couple of occasions down this end of the field. And Timo, tremendous work once again. Good support play from his centre partner. He won't get an easier one than that, Daryl Halligan. A chance to put his side in front.
Daryl Halligan from near enough to the sideline. Okay off the boot, and it's through. He's nailed it. Bullseye for Halligan, 12-10. The Bulldogs over the Dragons. Western Reds play Bulldogs next weekend. That's our television match on Sunday of next weekend.
You can hear John Stanley's #1 rating show Monday to Friday between 4 and 6 on 2UE.
Good, and Tallis kicks off to start the next session of play. And McCracken's been taken high.
He sent him off.
He sent him off.
Anthony Mundine.
Is it Mundine or no, it's McGarry. It's Damien McGarry who's been sent.
Well, the rash of high tackles continues. So do the send-offs. McGarry shakes the head. Both he and Mundine very sloppy in trying to take McCracken.
Ladies and gentlemen, the raffle 08.
Very, very clumsy that. See, Mundine was almost as bad. McGarry, the second tackle, was the worst of the two.
Well, further to that, Peter, McGarry's tackle was probably identical in many ways to Rod Wishart. He left the ground to make the tackle. And here's a bust made by Doherty. Support is there. A juggle by Hetherington. He's pulled down 22 metres out. And the Bulldogs have got St George on the rack at the moment. Lamb away. The bust is made. Intercepted. Put down 6 more tackles. McCracken gets it away for Timu. Timu, he'll score. Yes, John Timu. He scores again. Oh, outstanding performance individually by Timu, but the Dogs are starting to put it together.
Whatever Chris Anderson said at half-time has had the desired effect. Much hungrier in this half. Good break made by Doherty. Straight up the middle of the ruck. An ordinary tackle from Gordon Tallis. Jason Hetherington, who's only just come on the field, juggled the ball. Got a quick play the ball. That was the key play. Despite the attention of David Barnhill, had numbers to the left-hand side. If Coyne had have taken that intercept, he would have saved this try. But John Timu, he had a lot to do here. He had Brown in front. He had the fullback Quinn. He had Bell. He's going to be a great buy for them. See McCracken again on hand to feed his centre partner. 3 players in front. Just a powerhouse effort to get his second try of the season. Second for this game.
Well, there it is off the boot, and he's done it again. Put it up on the same flight path. There's the result. 18-10. Bulldogs over Dragons. Brown's into a hole, Peter. Inside the 20, Tallis. Tallis supports him. Tallis is held and made to play the ball. 10 metres out from the line. Brown calling for a penalty. Calling for a quicker play the ball. Goulet and Bradley. The big second rower. The former centre. He strolls in. Soft in the final analysis, but Graham Bradley combined with the other giant in the side, Goulet, and another try for St George. They're within now 4 points.
Tremendous work here. It's been coming for a little while, hasn't it? But a very soft one in the end. A bad missed tackle from Robert Ralph. Looking to attack towards the post. They came up in a staggered line. Ralph didn't come up as quickly as the outside man, Simon Gillies. That opened the hole. It was a simple missed tackle. And Graham Bradley, who's very deceptive in running the football, very strong around the hip area. Made it look very, very easy. So we've got a 2-point game after this conversion attempt.
So Mark Bell. From right in front, raises the flag. This is going to go right down to the wire. 18-16, the Doggies over the Dragons. Bartram back on. Brown. Tallis. Tocco hit him with everything. He's gone. This will probably be for using the knee in the tackle. Now Tocco has given Harrigan a gobful. They've improved the mark. Now he'll call Tocco back, I believe.
He's abused the referee on the way off. Absolutely no doubt. Given away 10 metres, which makes the kick easier. Terry Lamb can't believe it. He's calling Tocco back. This is the tackle that has seen him sent. Tallis again attacking the head of an opponent. And then he's given the referee a serve.
Yes, Robert Tocco has been sent from the
Said you were kidding.
Yeah, he says something else here shortly, Ray.
Just let me very quickly say that I thought there might have been a hint of knees here in the tackle, but it's the high shot. The knee came up, but it made no contact, and he's gone for attacking the head. Saints looking for their first points. The kick is wide. The kick wide, he got it dead. Mundine plays it, they work the short side. Bartram, Walford away from the touchline, away from the wing, against the pass, back to him. and Dallas comes up with the ball for the Bulldogs.
And that should just about be the game. The Bulldogs, nothing silly here, one out stuff. Get a big long kick at the end of it.
Williams. Hetherington scooping it off the ground for Simon Gillies. So Saints given the chance to grab one premiership point. It all came back to a youngster who started the day with an impeccable goal-kicking record. 7 from 7. And from right in front, Wayne Bartram unable to bring this match to a drawn result. Terry Lamb finding the line just out from the corner post.
Magnificent. Needed to find touch. And extracted every last metre. Blood coming from his mouth. But the perfect kick needed in these circumstances, just to waste some more time.
.310 games today. What a magnificent effort for Terry Lamb. And here's another tackle that's got a little bit of a question mark on it. Jim Dimmick's tackle. Bartram, he's through the gap. He's away over the halfway. Comes inside Lamb. Goes to the outside. Finds Mundine. Mundine for the corner. And he's shot. And into touch.
John Timo has come up with the tackle of the match.
It's a penalty though to St George. It's a penalty to St George for throwing the player over the sideline after the tackle had been completed. Can St George snatch a victory? It's out with Nathan Brown. Barnhill goes to ground. I thought he may have lost it. He's tackled on the 10-metre line. Barnhill. Brown appeals to play it. He does. Bradley's been over the line once. He's pulled down 3 metres from the line now.
Right-hand side, no defenders for the Bulldogs. They've got to go right through Mundine.
Brown, he hears the call. They go back. Mundine, he's pulled down 3 metres from the line. They've still got to go to the right. Brown goes in and he scores. Look at the elation. Look at St George. You can see the red and whites haven't been on the board before today, but they've snatched this one from the fire.
I told you the game was over, Ray. The big long kick from the Bulldogs from Terry Lamb. But St George, through a break by Wayne Bartram, have just come up with an incredible finish here. Bad miss from McCracken. An ordinary miss here from Terry Lamb as well. You expect better. He actually slipped in the attempt. Mundine gets the football. John Timu dives across and then drags the player into touch. They took the tap, and Nathan Brown, bad marker play there from Jason Williams. Overread the situation, and Brown, he took full advantage. Williams comes to the left. That's all Brown needed, that little gap. He drove down low. Up goes the arm.
This is grand final stuff here at Cogra's Jubilee. Just what the game needed. It needed something like this today to remind people of the greatness of St George, the greatness of history. And they've come from nowhere to snatch victory on full time at Cogra's Jubilee Oval today. Look at them, they have loved it. Nathan Brown, you'd swear blind he'd won the lottery. And Wayne Bartram converts the try. The Bulldogs have led to the shadows of the post. They finish with 12. Saints finish with 12. 22-18, the final score.